I want to ask you about your own rhetoric.
Yes.
And I don't know the context of these particular statements, but here's a quote from you about landlords who don't want to rent out their properties. You said, kill them, murder them, let the streets soak in their red capitalist blood. Doesn't that make you part of the problem with violent discourse?
This was in a conversation that I was having with a landlord friend of mine, and it's of course hyperbolic, and it's not meant to be sincere. This is not sincere advocacy.
So, just for context, in our last stream, we went over the Hasan Piker doxing situation. I just want to clarify one mistake I made when I was covering it the first time, because I think it is kind of relevant. I was using the word addresses a lot, but the dox, quote unquote, the information that was pulled up did not include like a house number. What it was full names and cities. Okay, so it's giving you your location. It's just not putting you directly in the house. I think that in general, we're kind of mincing words here. Obviously, you could have plenty of issues with Hasan pulling this up on stream, even in the context that it was like the city that you reside in rather than just the address. I don't think that's going to move the needle for a lot of people, but by misreporting on it, it also has given them room to talk, I guess. I added like a explanation to my stream coverage of it as like a future Nick segment, and I kind of just gave you an updated opinion based off of that knowledge. But I think for the most part, when you're talking about what Hasan did, it's different than Destiny like giving information. And I'm using Destiny as an example here because he literally gave information that was used to dox Rose and bragged about it when he posted in his own chat, giving like additional PII or stuff that was not even PII, giving a college so they can go and find it and hoping that would happen. I think there's a bit of a difference than that and then pulling up like public record. It's like, if you had to put it on a tier list, I think that like the Rose thing is, I would say that the bad empanada thing on Willie's wife is the worst. The Rose thing for Destiny would be right behind that. I think that what Hasan did is close to like a 6 out of 10. 5 being like not doxing but still shitty. Or I know 5 would be like the lowest form of doxing. 4 would be like not doxing but still shitty. And then like a 1 would probably be pulling up court stuff. That's where my head's at with this whole thing. I would put Hasan's at like a bit of a 6. So after all that was said and done, Progressive Victory dropped a statement after Hasan attacked them. And this was their statement. It was kind of bizarre. So Progressive Victory came out and said it was our PAC filing that inadvertently doxed Dylan Burns and other creators that we worked with last year. Creators who use our FEC filings as a source are not at fault. So, I don't know here. It feels like we're kind of, for lack of a better term, sweeping. Like, yeah, this is public information because Progressive Victory fucked it up. But, like, it's also watching a video by Bad Empanada, the crazy doxer, and then all the PII that's on the screen just happens to be, like, Hasan Piker's current rogues gallery of enemies. So it's like, do I have a smoking gun that says Hasan Piker did this to, like, get his audience to go fuck with these people? No, I'm not gonna say that. But at this point, after all the stuff we covered about Hasan Piker, after all the stuff that he has said and already done, if you came to that conclusion, I'm not really going to call you an asshole. That's where I stand on this. It's like, no, did Hasan Piker research and then publish information about his enemies? No. Did Hasan Piker go to his attack dog who doxes everybody and just sit there going like, hee hee ha ha, wow, this is crazy, pulling up cities and full legal names of people who hate him? Yeah, he kind of did do that. So again, he's used Bad Empanada videos as like attack dog the entire fucking time. So if that's the conclusion you come to, I don't really feel bad. It's not overtly malicious, it's just stupid and reckless. Again, it's entirely based off of your perception. What have you viewed from Hasan Piker that would lead you to come to the conclusion that it was malicious? Have there been so many coincidences that have happened so far that, like, I mean, come on, guys. Or are you in the camp of like, all right, if we're going to look at this isolated, you can't see any malice directed based off of what he showed. Again, I'm not really faulting anybody from coming to either conclusion there. So yeah, the Progressive Victory statement came out. We are a digital third place with a volunteer electoral organization sprinkled on top. Our goal is to become infamous for being the Democrats' greatest threat in the primary, but their greatest ally in general. Who the fuck wrote this? This is like, that is the most fucking cringe. Is this written by, what's that Australian fucker's name? Holy shit, dude. What is the Australian fucker who got his account banned recently? Oh, this looks like it was written by Drew Pavolou. Doesn't this seem like some shit Drew Pavolou would say? Holy, yeah, it does. It reads like Drew Pavolou wrote that. Oh man, his account got banned? No, he's all the person who like shits on Drew Pavolou. His snark account got banned. Our leadership is 3 names and many more volunteers. Progressive Victory hired Brianna Wu in a contract position in 2023. Now, nobody really knows what would happen there, but apparently, yeah, it was unceremonious. We cut ties with Brianna in December for good reason. So Brianna Wu shows up, and then all these losers make a bunch of fucking money, like Wick and Xanderhall. I think that's probably what it was, but there might be something spicier hidden underneath the what meets the eye or whatever. As for Destiny, last year our media program consisted of trying to unite the audiences of as many political creators as possible in order to get them to cross over onto each other's content and advertise PV. So we covered this last time. I'll mention it again. To say this is a strictly Destiny organization means you just have to completely ignore the fact that Vosh and all of the far lefty friends that came with him were also getting paid out, ignoring that Frogan was getting paid out. Like, if you go to canvassing efforts by Vosh back in, like, March, the year of his Lolicon controversy after that, I forgot the guy's name that he was promoting, but, like, all the people who were associated with that, there's no way you could look at those people and say that, like, they're soldiers of Israel or whatever. They're IDF supporters masquerading, getting Democrat money or something. It's just, like, there's no way you could come to that conclusion. What we quickly discovered is that most of these creators have very little desire to do either. With that, we scuttled our media program into the election and have not continued to mix liberal creators with our leftist values. So they're saying, like, fuck liberals here. That's even funnier. This year, with stronger community leadership, we have doubled down on the things we were best at, building a community and helping the elected candidates that they choose to support. Below, we have attached our revised mission statement and published just prior to the drama unfolding. I think the best example that you can compare this to is like when these new streaming sites pop up. Because what Progressive Victory was at its like core YouTube value.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Was a sponsored group channel. That's really what it was. So think about what happens when like D Live gets PewDiePie, or when early days in like Kick, maybe Kick's not an example because, you know, they're doing well by themselves now, but these other sites that would sprout up and hire these YouTubers to come stream for them for huge contracts. Like, so the YouTuber themselves will go out there and they'll go on this third world fucking site and their users will use it up until the point where that YouTuber leaves or finishes streaming, and those views do not like turn into platform growth. It was like a loser's mentality. Like, if we bring these YouTubers to Storyfire, then we'll get those audiences. It never happens that way. So Progressive Victory brought all of these YouTubers in, and they didn't watch for Progressive Victory. They watched for Vosh. They watched for Lonabox. They watched for Destiny. And then after all that stuff was said and done, they just left. There's not like a lot of value in bringing in huge creators to group channels because they don't usually stay. Like the audiences of those YouTubers, they usually just leave.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
So Mixer, yeah.
I am driving from DC to NY after watching the Commanders kick the Giants' asses for 3 hours.
Based.
Shit sucks, man. But
not
at least
based.
I can listen to the stream on my way back.
Hell yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. So there's a revised mission statement here that I could not care less about. As you can see, our core organizing strategy is committed to replacing centrist Democrats with real progressives. Does that sound like either Brianna? Dude, this is crazy. I didn't pre-read this. So they're just like, fuck Brianna Wu, fuck Destiny. We're going far left now. Okay, Jesus. Our final note, scrutinize us, criticize us, love us, hate us, call us out if you like. But our community is not Zionist. We backed Mandami, and we will be backing many more like him. So they're just in this for themselves. That's what I got out of that. Progressive Victory came out, and their big statement was, fuck all the liberals that we worked with. Dude, liberals are the most oppressed class on the left. So Hasan then responded again, calling the whole situation a nothing burger.
Shit. Just uses an opportunity to try to once again implement this like fake deplatforming, stupid deplatforming initiative claiming that I was actually doxing people. Looking at FEC filings,
the reality of the situation is in a drama where people are writing fucking iDubbbz name references on guns, skulls are being sent to people's offices. I know that's a big meme for a lot of people, but I mean, that's something that did happen. And just keeping in mind, I don't know, this is crazy here, that we're like in the middle of a huge dox war. All right, where people are just like leaking Willie Mac's wife's fucking face, lying about her being in the IDF. Like Destiny's fucking bragging about putting information to find his fucking former sexting partner. Right? There's a whole bunch of shit going on. This whole thing is turned into a crazy dox war. Maybe the guy with, I don't know, like 30,000 viewers could be a bit more careful when flashing like potential identifying information about literally all the people who shit talk him on a daily basis. I mean, I think it's like it's not too much to ask for him to maybe just not drag up the states that Dylan Byrne lives in, the city that Dylan Burns lives in.
Myself included, because I have looked at my own FEC filings as well on this broadcast, which is publicly available data that actually doesn't show the full identity or the full fucking addresses of people.
No, it doesn't show the house number. You've got him there.
Is not doxing. It's never been doxing. A big part of this broadcast is
again, this guy has literally stated that pulling up an article that talks about his house is doxing. Okay, these words don't mean anything to literally anybody. I will say that if this is public information, it doesn't really meet like the standard of doxing. Unfortunately, if it was like leaked by Progressive Victory, it's a bit shitty, right? But like, yeah, I mean, what we're looking at here is crazy. There's no reason to just sit here sorting through full legal names and fucking cities and states or whatever of people that you're going after.
Revolves around going on Open Secrets, which is the website that Bad Empanada was using. Okay. Ironically enough, these guys aren't even mad at Bad Empanada for making the video, but more so mad at.
But it meets the Twitch doxing policy. Like, I just wish I could line these people up against. Okay, how do I say this in a way that's not gonna get me fucking? Oh, dude. All right, I'm just being honest with you. I think that we're going to just straight up ban all references to things people don't care about, but only care about because it's Hasan Piker. I think this is the hard ban, all right? Okay, but it's not this, but it meets Twitch's policy. Or even better, when the Destiny community pulls up like the law associated with like illegal recordings or doxing or something like that and goes, look, what he did technically breaks the law. That shit just annoys the fuck out of me. Hey, we don't care about this at all whatsoever, but Hasan did it, so now it's like a huge thing.
Me, which for not only responding to the video, but also adding additional information about this organization that I knew about. Now, of course, that probably allows you to understand.
I mean, let that all get settled out in court. Okay, it's not going to court, guys. It's not going to court. Guys, every single year we have a situation where something happens in California and it's like the big doxing drama where a bunch of law tubers chime in, a bunch of YouTubers make 50 videos, and everybody talks about how the police are going to come knock on Hasan Piker's door, put him in handcuffs and take him to jail. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not happening this year. Twitch is probably not going to do anything about it either, but like, nobody's getting fucking arrested over doxing in California unless it's like a crazy case that I've never seen before. We got the same people coming in saying it about Sniper Wolf and Jack's films because she started filming the front of Jack's house and blasting all of that on social media. If that didn't get somebody arrested, this is not getting someone arrested, just to be clear. Anytime that we're talking about legality of doxing, it almost never actually leads to an arrest.
And that this is not really a sincere fear that people have about doxing or whatever, but instead it's just to use as an opportunity to fucking farm some drama and clout. But the notion that like...
And I wildly disagree with Hasan here. I do think that there's like a legitimate issue that people are bringing up. And the fact that he has absolutely no remorse for doing this makes it even funnier, but whatever.
Destiny was not heavily involved with Progressive Victory is of course, incorrect. He himself has admitted that he was like playing a formative role in Progressive Victory and all this stuff. So that was, again, like I said, aside from having Brianna Wu work with the organization, it made me believe that it wasn't super serious.
You'd have to pull a Liver King. Yeah, like, I don't even know. Did Liver King have, like, a doxing thing? Wasn't it just that he was threatening to kill him? Liver King was threatening to kill Joe Rogan, and I think then police stepped in. But I don't know if it was explicitly like a he tweeted out an address thing, was it?
Having said that, it was the FEC site directly, not Open Secrets, by the way. Okay, FEC site directly.
So yeah. And again, anytime people make like a reference to Twitch TOS, it's usually just at that point I'm kind of just writing them off. I don't know. On this case, they're probably correct. This probably does still break Twitch's TOS, but for the most part, anytime someone cites Twitch TOS, it's never like a legal entity. It's always like a layman or someone arguing like a layman who doesn't understand that like these statements aren't rigid and they are to be like, they are, what's the right term? That like these TOS entries aren't just like de facto what it says on the screen. They're interpreted by situation. So to say that like they haven't done anything because X, Y, and Z, well, it relates to the context. Twitch is absolutely biased in their execution, but for the most part, people read the text on the screen and they're like, this is obviously like a crazy misread. I don't know. You know, okay. Yeah, I don't know. They're guidelines to follow. They're not like written in blood. They're not the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not dox is not what's written there. Hutch reacting to Twitter progressive victory statements about Hasan's doxing says it feels like they're trying to clear Hasan and Bad Empanada, but go on to address smears by those same people. Again, though, when we're talking about what Twitch is doing here or what Twitch isn't doing here, this is absolutely a case where you want to see that like 24-hour, 48-hour, 5-day ban. Something to indicate, hey, this is something that we don't want to happen on the site. And by giving Hasan a day off or 3 days off, all that does is tell the users that this shit's not going to fly. And it's like a little kick in the ass, right? Well, if you stop doing that, there won't be any more fucking problems. That's how these sites dictate or should be dictating their policy. That's how these sites should be showcasing what they want to the people who are actively using it. So by not doing that, what that does tell me is this is okay. You can just go ahead and do this on the site. You can go up, you can pull up all these FEC filings. There's no rhyme or reason why that like it'd be a bad thing, because that's what you're getting out of Twitch's perspective on that. Doxing sucks, but that's absolute batshit insane accusations he made about PV creators being paid to do Israeli propaganda is an equally bad action. That is, I mean, the whole Israel angle on this is completely fabricated. I've seen no evidence that this is like an Israel-funded, well, not funded. I don't know where the money is coming from, so that could be the problem. But I have no idea where it's coming from. But this whole thing being like pro-Israel propaganda is just factually inaccurate.
Tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
The only way to do anything about Hasan is to do it yourself. In the new Battlefield 6
True!
out October 10th. Pre-order now. Honeybee.
Wait, what? No, not true. Not true. He's not a character in that. Yeah, I didn't know where that was going. Jesus. Hashtag ad. Hi, Dylan. What do you think of progressive victory justifying a streamer doxing and smearing you? They think it's fair game for any creator to include and Bad Empanada to weaponize your address and PII because, oops, Pac made a mistake. Really confusing thread. Reads like they're trying to clear Hasan and BE in the beginning, but then they address and debunk blatant malicious smears made by BE and Hasan because they're pandering, yeah. Then that says a lot about your political myopia, then. If you want to be serious about changing minds, you're going to have to actually treat criticism seriously and, you know, talk to people. What? Bro, every comment that's written like this is just some fucking... Wow, you actually have to treat criticism... Like, what is the criticism here? What does that even... Where does the word... Guys, you guys create the word criticism in situations where, like... It's just like fabrication and smears. Where was the criticism by Bad Empanada and Hasan? Wait, oh, dude, the Battlefield guy's pissed. Someone's stealing his gimmick. I also didn't know Hutch was in Optic Gaming. Does Optic Gaming have a debate team now? What is that? How is it not contradictory to absolve creators, including Hasan, who used the FEC filings while smearing PV, and then go on to address debunking the smears by the person they just tried to absolve? It's almost like actual progressives don't want to be associated with racist pedos like Molestiny and a disgusting Zionist propagandist like
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really
Thank
like
you.
Why?
To be clear, you're conceding that Hasan maliciously lied about these actual progressives, correct? They literally spent majority of the thread talking about how they spent a year expelling the centrist aspects to their memberships, Molestiny and Woo, because they are no longer aligned with their ideals. They literally revised their mission statement. Okay, so to be clear, Frogan, Emma Vigeland, Ryan Grimm, Valkyrie, Pokimane, Austin, and all collaborated with what was a Zionist pack at the time of these collaborations.
Can I say something to you,
And
Nick?
that's the end.
I really like you.
Why? I mean, I think Hutch is right there. And then Hutch then talks about Hasan.
Do you think I know who the fuck Dylan Burns is?
Yes, I think that you know who Dylan Burns is. I think that you know who all of the people are like, he doesn't even know you, little bro. It's like he knows Dylan, he knows Hutch, he knows me, he knows Willie, he knows... Dude, Hasan is like, he knows every single thing that's happening. Some shit will come out about me, it'll get referenced in another Hasan stream completely at random. This guy's locked into community, for sure.
Yes. Why is he doing this? What? He's pretending like he doesn't know who Dylan Burns is? There's no way.
This is the tactic, and I can't stress this enough, that no bullshit used, unlike everybody back in the day. It was so funny. He would talk to you one week, and then someone would ask him a question about you on the next, and he'd be like, yeah, dude, I've never heard of this guy before. Who is that? Is that like a streamer? Is that like a YouTuber? It's like you talked to him 3 days ago.
I am the battlefield guy.
Ooh, God,
Stay
community
out of
drama.
my territory.
Way. He called Dylan Burns specifically a debate pervert. I don't understand, bro. He has such a low opinion of his audience. This is crazy. Do they think he must think his audience is so stupid?
He literally keeps them in like I guess like a stupid capsule. That's what Hasan Piker's audience really is. It's just like a group of like-minded, don't introduce criticism thinkers.
Or what he does.
That's the thing. People like Nick's number one lurker. Again, guys, I can't stress this enough. This guy wanted to go find an Ethan Ralph hate video so bad that he stumbled onto my video with 2,000 views in 2018 and commented on it, right? In support, like, so much for the free speech right or something. In my random 2,000 sub YouTube channel, my random 2,000 view video, Hasan Piker was there, dude. This guy has been around forever.
Let alone find his address and then stream it?
And at that point, he has to know where this criticism is coming from. Like, he's acting like he doesn't even understand where he showed the PV shit.
You did. It was on your screen. Not the full address, but, a lot of identifying information.
Do you think...
I think we showed we have the full clip here, but Hasan calls out former creatives involved in the Progressive Victory and Ethan Klein after his doxing controversy. These guys spent the last 23 months of Israel's genocide defending Israel, stalking, trying to deplatform me. Thank you so much for the gifted. Pro-Palestinian content creators alongside the ADL, only to now try and whitewash their reps and pivot back once the well ran dry. Is the well dry? Like, I'm confused on that front, too. Don't know about the last dude's take, to be fair. So that's Dylan Burns. Yeah. We've moved on to the phase of Israel's genocide where people who rabidly covered and supported it are now trying to whitewash their involvement. This is just factually inaccurate. To blame all the Progressive Victory creators because you don't like Destiny is like psychotic. There was probably like a close to equal number of people who'd aligned with Destiny's like more centrist takes. But again, now it's not like... Now it's just like, if you're not a far leftist, you're a Zionist. Like, if you're a liberal, that's fine, you're a Zionist. If you're, like, center-left, you're the enemy. It's extremely bizarre. Also, this is obvious, just insane cope by being like, anytime anyone criticizes me or my friends, it's like, you've spent the last 23 months of a genocide defending Israel and attacking pro-Palestinian creators. Like, bro, just stop putting terrorists on screen. Hutch, Israel is not trying to murder all Palestinians in Gaza. That's the point. The death count is sobering and horrific, but the intent has to matter. If a campaign of genocide was actually what Israel was going for, my friend The circumstances we see now would be unimaginably worse, pointing to the extreme violence in Knesset engaging with manicidal rhetoric, doesn't navigate what's actually doesn't negate what's actually happening. Hamas straight up comes out and says, we want to annihilate every single blank and end the state of Israel. Their attack on October 7th wasn't a military strike on the IDF. It was a full-on genocidal action. So that's the claim from here, where I guess he didn't condemn Israel enough by saying it would be worse. Dylan Burns said, what is this, current death toll in Gaza? This would mean roughly 2,800 dead Palestinian children in over half a month. Fake numbers. How do you know that? Because the source is basically Hamas. What would you say to organizations like Human... But wait, why would they use that screenshot? Isn't that like a good screenshot for Dylan? Doesn't he look good there? What is Gato... Am I wrong here? Can somebody in my chat tell me what is wrong with this Dylan statement from Gato's perspective? What would you like Dylan Burns to say? This just seems... Because that's why Hasan was like, don't know about that last dude's take, to be fair. Wait, oh, takes. I guess other things he said. I don't know, like, this is like what they're asking for. Why are we attacking Dylan Burns? Legal Mindset commented on a Hutch thinking about suing Hasan. Somebody's got to do it. Dude, where's the Trump one? Somebody's got to do it. Do we have that clip?
I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. So I'm taking on China. I'm taking on China on trade. And you know what? We're winning.
Oh, you know, I didn't think that clip was that boring. I always see that in the memes. Like, somebody's got to do it. Okay, I got to be the one. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. Yeah, go. Dude, you're taking the lawsuit all the way east. If it isn't Hutch, it'll be someone else in the future under similar, more egregious circumstances. So he's been contemplating talking to a defamation lawyer. I don't really think that this is going to go anywhere. I don't think it ever goes anywhere. Nothing ever happens. We need a button that says nothing ever happens that we can cut to. But I would be shocked. It only takes one time for something to happen to throw a huge wrench in my entire worldview. But as of right now, nothing ever happens. Kraut came out and gave a statement as well. As you guys know, I am not one to usually comment on any sort of drama. All right, Kraut, you don't comment, but you be involved. You be knowing. You be knowing what's going on in the hood. You be checking in. But I'm going to comment on this because it infuriates me. Last week, the Twitch imbecile, Hasan Piker, shared the full docs of my friend, the journalist, Dylan Burns TV. Dylan Burns used to be a political debate YouTuber, but since the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022 changed his content a lot, he grabbed a camera, traveled to Ukraine, where he spent the last 3 years covering the war, and how Ukraine lives right on... Dude, I was talking to Dylan right when he did this. I think he came back for TwitchCon, and then went back out. He was giving me, like... he's telling me, like, there's drones overhead, they're getting fucking scared. This guy's like 1 mile away from a war zone, like actual, like, fucking, like, guns and shit. I have no idea how he's doing it. I always tell this story about how I was talking to Dylan, and then at the same time I was getting updates from Coach Red Pill, Gonzalo Lira, before he died, right? So I went, and back when I guess talked more about political stuff for a brief amount of time while I was doing the Twitch poll, I went on and I did an interview with Dylan Burns where I was asking him questions about his, like, Ukrainian coverage and all the stuff he's been doing over there to try to, like, you know, document what's happening, document war crimes, document the way that Russia has been just awful to the Ukraine people and trying to, like, kill them. Trying to kill them. And then Gonzalo Lira would call me and he would be like, hey, I don't know what's going on right now, but if you see me on the Ethan Ralph or the PPP Casino, whatever the fuck cast, Kino Casino, you need to let me know immediately because I'm on the Miraculous assassination list, and these fucking Ukrainians are going to come kill me because I'm on Russian-affiliated media channels defending Russia or something. So I was like, dude, I got Coach Blue Pill, Dylan Burns, and then Coach Red Pill all at the same time. Messaging, and obviously Coach Red Pill would go in to die in a Ukrainian prison from COVID, funny enough. The Coach Red Pill story, I've told this a billion times, is extremely funny. He said that, like, wokeism was the most dangerous thing on planet Earth. So he took his family from the United States and moved them to the white part of Africa. What was that, like South Africa? Where's the white part of Africa? Or at least the part where white people live. I don't know. He took them to the Southern Africa area, right? So he took his family there, and then he read on the news that I guess black people were taking over and starting a race war in South Africa or something. And he's like, my family's going to be killed. There's only one place that I can be safe. And it wasn't like the United States. It wasn't like Europe. It wasn't like the UK. Wokeism was doing too much damage. So he moved to Ukraine right before the conflict. So he moved his entire family, and I believe the family did get out. I think I asked him that personally. The family might have left. But then he stayed there doing wartime journalism for the invading force, and that ultimately led to his own death. I just think it's hilarious. Wokeism is the scariest ideology. This is like a banger BreadTube video for somebody to make. And I have like audio I would contribute to that project. If someone wants to make this video, I will participate. But yeah, essentially he left because of wokeness, and he died. And he went to a fucking war zone and did a wartime journalism for like the people who were invading. He was telling me that there were people from, I guess it was either Ethan Ralph's stream or Kino Casino, who were recognizing him on the streets of fucking like Ukraine. Like people were walking up to him like, oh, I saw you on Kino Casino. Oh, I saw you on the kill stream. So he's like, I'm going to get fucking assassinated out here. Yeah. But yeah, I think that we should definitely embark on that. If there's any like struggling BreadTubers who want an interesting story to be told, I can contribute in some capacity. I even have the audio somewhere, so yeah. But I can't say enough good stuff about Dylan Burns. And by the way, if CRP knew I was talking to Dylan, he probably wouldn't have talked to me. That's even funnier. He continues to travel between the United States and Ukraine, covering Ukraine and American politics from a liberal American perspective. Sitting in the usual empty streamer chair within his multi-million-dollar mansion, the billionaire son, Nepo baby, champagne communist, and Stasi LARPer Hasan Piker has now dropped a full address. I believe it was a city, but again, it doesn't help by saying the incorrect thing. You know what I mean? It only helps Hasan if you say full address, because I don't believe the full address was shown. But again, still bad to live to an audience tens of thousands out of some vindictive spite because Dylan called out his pro-Russian propagandizing back in 2022. All this while falsely calling Dylan Burns a Zionist propagandist, a blatantly obvious lie meant to rile up his audience against him. Yeah. I'm disgusted by this. Even more disgusting is that Hasan Piker is apparently just getting away with doing shit like this repeatedly because of corruption within Twitch. Again, this is how I see it too. This is personally how I see it. It's like Hasan Piker sees a group of people that he doesn't like. He's fine with lying about them. And then in his infinite wisdom, along with the lie, he then just pulls up a document of like FEC filings that contain their fucking locations and stuff. It's just like, it's psychotic. I don't know. I think that like at the bare minimum, you need to not do that. And if you do something like that, you should at least be apologetic when people ask about it, if it wasn't intentional, right? That's just like, I don't know. I think the context makes that look way worse. This one was supposed to read out, but it didn't. Say, Nick, what if the AI introduced was never supposed to check your age? What if it was always intended to check if you were a real person? That bit's too crazy for me, but it's possible, right? I think it kind of solves a lot of problems. You know what I mean? I think the age verification, although it isn't cool, and it's not really cool how YouTube rolled it out for people, and I understand there's a lot of people who are upset by it, it solves a bunch of issues. A bunch of accounts that are by adults are labeled a bunch of children accounts that adults are using are incorrectly labeled, which leads advertiser numbers to be skewed incorrectly if they're targeting specific people. Simultaneously, YouTube has been fined tons of money for showing adult content to kids. This also helps them in that department. It would also help them because it would stagger or at least slow down bot usage on YouTube, because then they'd have to tie these things inevitably to actual IDs. So if they're doing that, they would have to constantly be switching the ID that they do it, or they'd have to find some exploit to avoid it entirely. There are like a variety of reasons why ID usage on YouTube can help them further all of their goals. And unfortunately, one of those goals could just be widespread censorship. So I understand when people hate it. That's just like acknowledging the other side of it, though. Yeah, so that's that. And this is obviously the reference there. Anthony Fantano takes shots at Lonerbox. People were asking if I saw the Fantano stuff. So Lonerbox got like lit up here. The Toddlers guy, isn't that just a dude doing an elaborate Destiny cosplay parody bit? So that's what they're talking about there with Lonerbox. Because obviously, motherfucker rocking the iconic bisexual lighting. Lonerbox states his positions on Israel-Palestine after Fantano asks what they are, also invites him on stream to have a conversation. 1, I support a Palestinian state. 2, I don't like Hamas, Bibi, Hezbollah, or the Houthis. 3, still have faith in a Marwagan, that's a B word that I'm not going to be able to say. 4, don't think it's wise to try and destroy Israel. 5, enjoy classical guitar and indie alternative. 6, never said the N-word. So those are his positions.
Hey, Nicholas DeOrio, we in this shit?
Always up for a conversation on stream if you have any more questions, I guess. So that was his response to Anthony Fantano. And Yeet put his own tweet in there as context. So that was that. And then Fantano responded saying, you might want to look into this term in the second draft. You might want to work this term into the second draft. So I guess because he didn't use the word genocide, that makes he failed the vibe check. Fantano just called him out, and he didn't say that there's an active genocide in Gaza. So despite all of those other arguments, he has failed the vibe check, is what I'm getting at here. And then Lonerbox responded back to the vibe check. Clueless purity testing retards like you should be avoided like the fucking plague. True. No amount of placating will ever satisfy you because what you're doing is not politics. The only thing that you build with this kind of exclusionary bullshit is a cult. Again, dude, I don't know if responding with mega post with lots of words is a big response here, but I mean, he's not wrong, sure. People like this aren't in the conversation out of curiosity or a desire to change anything. The Middle East only exists to them as a means for moral self-aggrandizement, which is why for all the presence they've amassed on social media, they're utterly useless to the people they pretend to care about. At best, they might have slightly contributed to boosting Hamas's morale.
Genocide Review.
With mostly symbolic victories in the propagandized war, giving them a reason to keep fighting. While us Gazans pay the price for their actions, you can bully half the planet into screaming genocide, and it won't move you an inch closer to solving
Nicholas
the conflict.
Thank you for the $5.
Decolonize yourself, dumb C word. Again, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Xander Hall would have streams with us where he pulls us in to talk about our politics. And these streams, because we're commentary YouTubers and he's a political YouTuber, were designed to try to like get us to give a center-right take.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
Or,
Nicholas DeOrio.
in the best case scenario, for them to find out that we have actual like alt-right views, so they could take this calm, happy, smiley conversation and turn it into a huge fucking drama. Essentially what they were trying to do, every bread tuber, including like Hasan to some extent, during like 2021 to 2024, where they were trying to recreate the JonTron debate. So they would try to get all these YouTube commentary channels who don't really talk about politics a lot to hop into a call and just start asking them questions about black people, asking them questions about trans people, asking questions about gay people, and hoping that some of them were going to say some insane bullshit that was like peddled to them from whatever fucking media outlet that they were watching on any given day. It didn't really work like that. Nobody ever really emulated the JonTron conversation. But the one thing that I always remember at the end of these conversations was, can we get a trans rights?
What's the name of the guy?
Chat!
Orbiter.
Can we get a trans rights in chat, my boys? Can we get a? Can I just get you to say trans rights?
Electric Boogaloo.
It's the same shit. When Xander Hall would end every potential debate conversation asking his opponent, "Can we just get a trans rights?" It's the same bullshit as this, dude. It's like you got to say genocide. Say genocide, the new iDubbbz content cop fucking thing. Oh, you gotta call. Oh, are you not gonna do that? You failed my purity test. That's what it is, right? Is that not what this is? Dude, Lonerbox comes out, gives a list of talking points and positions that he has, and he's like, but can you say genocide? It's cringe. It's absolutely cringe. Here are my arguments. Oh yeah? Have you said the purity test one? Yeah, I don't know. So that was that. But it all feels the same. It feels like we're looping back. Hutch calls out Mike Frumpy for encouraging his audience to file an FEC complaint in response to Hutch's connection to progressive victory. Call me bald, don't care. Tell me my argument sucks, go for it. Can't stop themselves from constantly lying and brigading questions. Is this like the new thought audit? Here we have Mike from PA encouraging his audience to file an FEC complaint against me for not disclosing something that I have functioning Nightbot commands for. So here's what my position on this is. If Mike from PA is doing this, he's not breaking any policy. And if he is breaking a policy, the policy is wrong. I do fundamentally think that you should be able to tell your audience to report something to the police, report something to the FBI, report something to a governing agency. It's not the same as telling somebody to go fucking spam report a YouTuber's channel. It's not the same as sending your audience in there to go harass somebody in their own stream chat or something. And there is obviously utility to being able to tell people, hey, you need to go report this. Now, in this situation, Mike from PA is wrong, as far as I can tell. And he's probably going to cause his audience to waste government work time. But if Hutch has done nothing wrong here, there's really there's nothing that's going to happen to him off of this report. If he's done literally nothing wrong here, I can't really stress what's the big worry here? That he's going to get investigated and found not guilty? This is the new thought audit, I guess. So I don't really think it's like the worst thing here. It's what Hutch is saying. He didn't disclose he was in Progressive Victory. Well, his chat begs to differ. So he did disclose it. That's what he's claiming. And he has nothing to really worry about, you know? It's like the Mutahar thing. I think personally, going and reporting Mutahar to his governing agency to ask if he's an engineer is cringy. And I wouldn't do it. And I wouldn't use my audience to go tell them to go do that. But ultimately, you know what happened? They did that, and they turned around and said, no, what Mutahar didn't break any laws. Okay. I'm sure Mutahar is happy that was what was said. But if he's really done nothing wrong, there's really no worry in contacting those governing authorities and asking. But it's Mike. Yeah, I know, it's Mike. I hate Mike. But I also think that you should be able to say, report this to the feds without somebody saying that you're brigading the federal government. Hutch has done nothing wrong. He's got nothing to worry about. These rabid lunatics physically cannot stop themselves from constantly lying about and brigading creators they disagree with politically. Again, but this is not brigading Hutch. I haven't heard the clip of what Mike's saying, but off of Hutch's thing here, you're not brigading Hutch by reaching out to a governing agency. Bad take? Well, your take is the wrong one. Mine's the right one. So, unfortunately, there's not really a lot of room for you there. Now, Dylan Burns responds. This is Dylan Burns' response to Hasan's stuff, finally. Hasan referenced me by name during a stream and has accused me of being a war tourist before. Don't know why he's pretending not to know me by name. He showed my 9-digit zip code, not 5-digit on stream, which showed the street that I live on. Full document has my entire home address, so there is more information there. But, yeah. Nick, does that include CPS calls? All right, just to be clear, you're banned from the fucking channel. No, it does not include CPS calls because there's obviously a huge different length there that relies on Child Protective Services going to someone's house and interviewing their fucking kids. Okay, it's wildly different to literally go and spam law enforcement or tell the audience to go spam fucking calls to CPS to try to get someone's kids taken away. That is not the same as saying, hey, this guy is lying about disclosing during a sponsorship where literally nothing is going to happen to him. That's absolutely fucking crazy. I think he was joking. I don't care. I'm sorry. That's lethally stupid in my replies. Hasan talked about him a week ago. I don't know. Send me an email. Oh my God, bro!
Personal chef, this is
literally a week old because it's got the Bad Empanada clip right here.
Yeah, Dylan Burns, Hunter Avalon, Hutch, Destiny's Own Personal Chef. This is.
Well, okay, but this is the clip then. That could be because he's reading his name, but it seems like based off of that he knows who he is, right? The thing that people didn't understand. Oh wait, what? Oh, never mind. There's no... okay, I'm getting clip shimped here.
For those of you who said...
somebody made a fucking Dylan Burns one. What is this?
Chat, has he responded to Dylan Burns' post, by the way, before getting clapped? If you think that I would entertain such a psychotic thing, Dylan Burns doing 20 vids on this now? Yeah. The only person I saw defend it was Dylan Burns.
Yeah, he got Hasan Piker again. Hasan just fucking lies about you. He uses the, oh, I didn't know. Ooh, oopsie. I didn't know to defame people all the time. Classic Hasan. Yep, just lying, trying to deflect. There it is. I'm not one for the hate jerk Hasan creates, but that dude is 100% allergic to accountability and apology. That is exactly why I hate him in Pirate Software. It's all connected. Everything is connected. Sounds like something he should be sued for. I don't think who megalolling should be a suit, but I think you're talking about the doxing stuff. Message from Twitch CEO is clear. Hasan Piker is above consequences. I mean, I think that's still the same. The thing is, we've been covering this since January with like new, increasingly difficult ways for Twitch to not ban Hasan Piker. Is anybody else like, we know already, you know? Is there anybody else here who's like, I am fully aware that Twitch has a different policy for Hasan Piker, and I am almost not interested to see the new examples of how it's enforced? I feel like we've been covering this for 50,000 times, and it's always the same thing. It's like, yes, Twitch has like a new TOS. How? I don't know, dude. Every fucking week we've got like a new example of Hasan breaking the TOS, and then I get on stream here and I go, hey guys, is this crazy or what? Hasan didn't get banned again. And then everyone goes, okay, here's the newest example of Hasan Piker not getting treated fairly at Twitch. And it's like, yeah, we know. It's not really speculatory anymore. This guy literally operates off of a different TOS than everybody else. Like, that is very clearly what's happening here. It's been what's happening for a while. So I'm not really interested in all the new clips anymore. I mean, I'll point them out as they come, but I'm not like, oh no! It's like, I'm fully aware at this point. This is how this site operates. Well, it's a selective TOS. No, it's just like, for them, there is no TOS. For Hasan and his friends, you have to literally like break the law for Twitch to give you a 2-day, from what I've seen. Release the Hasan list. Fantano comes for Loner Box, so this was the H3 community talking about this.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? This is just like the epitome of why I hate these Israel-Palestine conversations. Honestly, like, this is like peak white YouTuber genocide. That's what's happening right now. Peak white YouTuber, not white YouTuber genocide. It would be peak white YouTuber male presenting. I don't know. It's just infuriating. The real Israel-Palestine is the war between YouTubers profiting off the deaths of all these children. It's realistically what the online Israel-Palestine stuff is about. The whole, oh, sorry, here are your established talking points. Well, unfortunately, you didn't refer to the Gaza situation as a genocide. Therefore, you're not an ally to my people. Peak white savior complex. That's probably the case, yeah. Has anybody asked the starving Gazan children which side they're on, Ethan Klein or Hasan Piker? Can we get like we need journalists on the ground walking through and asking these people if they're huge Hasan Piker fans, if they consume Bad Empanada's content, if they're former H3 fans who are disgusted. Can we get cameras on the scene in Gaza asking them which YouTuber they're sponsoring? How come the Gazans have never raised money for Hasan Piker? Because all these pro-Palestinian and voice influencers or whatever have been fucking shut down by the Kleins. They're starving. Okay, Jesus Christ. Not funny, not laughing. I try to live with no hate in my heart, but these people make it so hard. I refuse to believe the people who follow Gatto or reply to him are not Nazis in hiding. I barely go on Twitter or reply to him. Even so, seeing some of the tweets, I get shocked. It reminds me of looking at any tweet about like James Gunn. You get like 50 people in there. Like, has James Gunn removed the woke yet? I just block all those people. I'm just so sick and tired of any like James Gunn discourse on my feed. Sorry for the random aside there. Is Israel real?
Yourself Keffel's tweet.
It's part of the loop.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
Nick, what happened to that Twitch insider from the Pirate Software video? Did anyone ever hit her up for the inside of WTF even happens at Twitch beyond Thor cringe?
I don't know. I think I haven't reached out to Quinn about it. I think they did a second interview. You might have even covered that one. I fucking love Boner Box, dude. Mike from PA casually threatens a random user. This is the process that is due in the situation. 1, review the tape. 2, determine that person in the tape is the person in custody. 2, okay, well, Jesus, I don't know what this is. All right, listen, there's not a lot of context here, so I don't know what's being said. Your life should be treated with the same level of callous disregard. I volunteer. So it's just like the elite. Dude, the newest bloodthirsty Mike tweet is here as well.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
You can't get banned from Twitter now, so I don't think it's even worth talking about. All right, this is the video that's been recommended to me a billion times. We're going to watch a little bit of it. It's by the new creator Conduit. Small YouTuber whose video popped off to about 75K. I've heard nothing but good things about this. but I'll be the judge of that. The only reason why we're not doing a complete dedicated segment watching this whole thing is because I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not really locked in for the politics side of this. So if this is like super, I don't know, if it's not funny, I'm going to click off of it. You know what I mean? If it's just a clip of something talking about like Hezbollah or some shit, and I don't know what's going on, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here.
Powerful movements in history are few. Got anyone you want to call out in the heavyweight division?
Oh my god, bro. All right, so far, boys, so far, I'm enjoying this. Dude, okay.
Powerful movements in history are few. Got anyone you want to call out in the heavyweight division? Oh, you know it, lad. You know that Hasan Piker?
Chilling with the captains, like I don't understand. Fucking down. They are on the morally right side.
I've heard this is like a spiritual successor to Mauler's video where it's like Hasan Piker, Man of Steel, right? Where it's just like a long ass video of clips of context and stuff about Hasan.
Died before she could resist.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization. I don't have an issue with them, let's just say.
Now, they could go tomorrow.
So we're seeing a lot of clips right now that were in the content nuke, that Hezbollah one.
Did you say Anne Frank died before she could resist? I don't know if that was a fever dream.
I'm still not sure what I want this channel to be, so I'm just going to chase subjects that catch my interest, and right now...
Regardless of the hypothetical reality where Kamala Harris would not be as bad as Donald Trump, which we have no proof for...
Right now I want to talk about Hasan. I've mainly known Hasan.
Ooh, I like the music. You gotta lower it a little bit. Again, I still think a completely an underrated time period from Hasan's life that was underreported on was all of his like early Ukraine coverage. I don't think that there was a good video made during that time period on Hasan that went through a lot of the stuff he was saying actively while that was happening. It's always been kind of like a 5-minute segment in a larger scale video. Like people say, oh, the Hasan stuff has been done to death. If you're a content creator with any political knowledge, that is like the time period you should focus on, because I don't think there's a lot of videos breaking it down.
Through the clips that get passed around on social media when he says something inflammatory.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
Alex the Fiction said this video is clip shipped out of context and funded by Destiny. Perfect!
I don't have...
But you didn't say molestiny there, so you don't look like a grade A Hasan Piker dick rider.
I have an issue with them, let's just say.
Or dumb.
Which we have no proof for.
Or inflammatory and dumb.
I believe what the Houthis are doing in terms of stopping Israel doing a genocide to implement a blockade on the Red Sea is a good thing. 10 toes fucking down. They are on the morally right side.
And his go-to responses are that they're taken out of context or people just don't get it.
So yeah, this video is going to step in to fix that. Essentially, everything's out of context until you go and add the context, and then you find out, no, he pretty much he just said that. It's a huge crutch for these guys. Context, context, context. And they use that even when the clip is like as advertised, clipped and shipped.
Or you're a Zionist Nazi. And it doesn't line up at all with his appearances in mainstream media. He's got a much cleaner and more approachable personality. So much so that he's even referred to himself as
Zoomer NPR.
So I decided I wanted to take a look and see what Zoomer NPR was really like. For 1 week, I would watch Hasan's stream start to finish.
I don't know how this guy survived. Fucking power to you, dude. You are a fucking legend for that.
And report back what I learned. Let's see how Zoomer NPR stacks up to regular NPR.
This music's kind of a bop. I don't know, I feel like everybody's music right now tries to like emulate traditional music or something, like, you know, like a fucking classical shit in the background of these videos. There needs to be more content creators talking over hip-hop. Or like fucking EDM style beats. Some with a big... We need drums. That's what it is. It needs drums. Black South Asian prosecutor? Ah!
Just use diversity to paper over institutions without substantively changing them, especially when you compare them to Republicans. All you need to do is take a look to see that they are very different. Trying to critique by calling out something as tokenization becomes its own form of tokenization because you misunderstand the circumstances and deny the agency of the people who choose to be a part of those systems.
So are we talking about Hasan Piker calling people like token, like Israel? Are we talking like AB?
How far are we into this? 5 minutes. Video game me and a Minecraft. The actual stream starts. He spends about 30 minutes talking about his last basketball game.
With hydration, especially, you know?
All right.
Gotta be drinking Prime, dude.
Right, that's fine, I guess.
Is Prime doing bad? I saw the new Kavos video, but I haven't watched it yet. Is Prime hydration like down the tubes now?
We're easing in. Streaming is a more casual form of content.
Is this Innuendo Studios? No, this video is 50 minutes long, not 3 minutes. Not 3-minute animation and then like him going on a fucking sabbatical to some fucking country.
What's first? Stable Ronaldo was told he's in a sundown town.
Question, is this a sundown town?
You could have milked that so much harder. Big content strategy problems here, Nick. I'll help you maximize your money.
Jesus, that is
Am I the
mean.
only one that hears a young RFK Jr. in this guy's voice?
Holy shit, dude. It's RFK without like the speech impediment? What the fuck?
What is a stable Ronaldo? Shows the audience some green books he has. That's fine, but we're now 45 minutes in. Can we get to the news? We're on Twitter. Why are we on Twitter?
GOP comms director throwing a...
Dude, we're finding out right now what the actual day... Dude, that would be a good video title or whatever. Day in the life of of Palestine's strongest soldier. Hasan Piker. I don't know. Maybe not. That doesn't have a lot of SEO in it. But that's really what this kind of is. Just like wake up, check out the daily grind of Hasan Piker, and see how much time in a month is spent on reading tweets, responding to Destiny, watching Ethan Klein's coverage, like in relation to the stuff that he's claiming he's been doing the entire time. That would be like an interesting report back.
I mean, wait, that is the GOP comms director?
He's letting us know there's Nazis on Twitter, and they're white women.
Her name is literally Mary Jane Trumper. Party Haley McAnally? Haley McAnally.
Guys, there are white women Nazis on Twitter, and they have funny names.
White ladies that did not have like any...
Oh, is he arguing that it's like a plant? That's like it's like a fake account.
Sort of interesting personality quirks would just be like a regular run-of-the-mill Republican. Now they just hit the Sig Heil.
He calls out libs of TikTok for being a Nazi despite being Jewish.
The people that did that historically did the Holocaust. Yeah, World War II was just a meme. Yeah.
Put a pin in that.
Let's move on from all these fucking freaks and weirdos.
We're an hour and 15 minutes in now. Where's the news? Why is Zoomer NPR just a curated Twitter feed of Nazis? And we're looking at more Twitter Nazis.
Again, though, like this is not meaningfully different than what we do on drama YouTube.
Thank you for the $5.
Am I wrong? Is this meaningfully different than what we do over here? That's literally how we start like a Hasan Piker segment. And this guy's saving the world?
Who are these guys?
Just some Nazis lose to today's football match in Rivne, Ukraine.
They're Ukrainian Twitter Nazis, specifically the Azov Battalion, which leads into Hasan giving his point of view on what Ukraine should be doing for peace.
I'm an advocate for the Minsk agreements, an infinitely better proposal than what the fuck is going on currently. But there is under no circumstances a reasonable justification for Russia invading Ukraine, a sovereign power. Donbass is different than Crimea, and Crimea is an annexation that is, in my opinion, justifiable. It is a part of Russia, okay?
Finally, the news. They're talking about Texas trying to redistrict in order to push Democrats out of their seats. Hasan lets the clip run without giving any meaningful commentary.
Gavin Newsom is a
shocker.
Fake demon. He really is. He really is.
A lot of these guys see like mainstream news coverage as something that they just use as the background footage. It's like content that was picked for them to use as like filler, right? That's why Denims just plays the news or whatever before she goes on stream when she's not even there. It's like it's okay because it's the news.
He's a fake demon. Gavin Newsom's major problem in California is public transit and the housing market. I fucking despise him. I think he's a demon. I guess
we don't like hold on. Hasan doesn't like Gavin Newsom. Did I get that wrong?
The housing market. I fucking despise him. Public transit and fake demon. Gavin Newsom's major problem in California is public transit and the housing market. I fucking despise him. I think he's
There's no way. If they don't like Gavin Newsom, who do they like? I figured that was like the guy, no?
The demon.
I never understand any of this shit, dude. I just assumed that they like Newsom, and I assumed that conservatives would have liked the guy from fucking Florida, but apparently they hated him too, and they just wanted to go at Trump again, which I still think is going to probably doom the Republican Party moving forward. But that's just me. That's just me. I don't know. I also thought Trump would be unelectable, so I don't know. Who's the fucking guy from Florida? He did something and they didn't like him anymore, right? What is this? They have a problem with Bernie? Oh yeah, they have a problem with Bernie now, but Bernie's too old anyway. I don't know. I always thought that was performative. I just assume that Gavin Newsom is like the guy that, even though it's like the fucking governor of California, right? Like that's probably not an ideal place to want to emulate in the rest of the country, but whatever. DeSantis. I just assume that like Republicans would have liked Ron DeSantis. I don't know. I'm completely fucking wrong. I don't know. I have no idea.
I guess the silver lining here, in a weird, twisted way, is that means that like elections will happen.
I need to explain something. It's not a defense of the Israeli state to say that when you criticize Israel, you should be accurate. Obfuscating reality for the sake of vilifying your enemy makes it harder to actually deal with issues on the ground because you waste time disentangling fact from fiction. That is a truth that goes in both directions. And for a government that will enthusiastically pounce on any scrap of misinformation to discredit the entirety of a criticism, you need to be sure you're giving them no opportunity. Makes sense?
So what has Hasan done wrong?
Cool. While Hakeem Jeffries talks to Wolf Blitzer about needing to get more aid into Gaza, Hasan can only focus on the fact that apparently they're both funded by AIPAC.
Spokesperson Wolf Blitzer,
because that's probably why he picked this segment to talk about,
is interviewing current AIPAC funded politician.
Orders are in priority.
Nothing to see here, man. Just
an Israeli whose grandparents were kidnapped, one of them was murdered, is saying that they need to end the war, and his chat is calling him a Nazi.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's going to happen. That's like the average Hasan Piker chat experience.
Again, this person has family that was killed by Hamas on October 7th.
And this is literally POV, Brad Taste in Music's timeline during the controversy.
They seem repulsed by him. They should be thanking him. Instead, they're self-righteously alienating the people they need to get the fighting to stop. Then he watches a John Oliver segment.
And again, you've been seeing a whole lot of this. Another example is when they were like, I forgot who was it? Noah Sampson, when he went after somebody for literally saying that they were going to skip mandatory military service and go to jail over it. And they were making fun of him for doing that. When it's like, that's literally what you've been asking for. This is exactly what you guys have claimed you wanted, and you're still not accepting it.
Criticizes John for not covering Gaza more.
He was
I thought, isn't literally John Oliver like Gaza John? I feel like he's been covering the fuck out of this.
Noticeably absent from the conversation.
But that's all we get before he gets stunlocked by a chatter who says they were in the IDF in Gaza.
I've been to Gaza several times.
He proceeds to call him a Nazi and Israel Nazis doing a Holocaust for the next 30 minutes.
You 30 minutes? A terrorist, brother. Fucking terrorist. You are defending a Nazi state's Nazi military. You are a fucking terrorist. I'm a fucking adult. I can handle.
I can't believe Hasan knows what that word means. That's the biggest piece of information here, is that Hasan apparently knows what terrorism is now.
This conversation. Listen, you don't understand it. My
Also, I guarantee, I don't know anything about this chatter. This sounds like a troll. He spent 30 minutes fighting with a Chazzer named, what was is his name really Gaza John? I don't know.
Family, mein Vater, mein Mutig. We do not hate the Jews. We do not hate them. I did go to Gaza. I didn't shoot anyone. I didn't kill anyone. I've guarded. That's all. Yeah, I'm just a guard, man. I'm just a camp guard. Were you just following orders, dude? $0.00 for you to just like be quiet.
This is like the most free brownie points you can get too. Like, I guarantee he doesn't even know if this guy's telling the truth or not. He's just like, oh, this gives me an opportunity to look good in front of my audience. I could say all correct thing with absolutely no chance of getting any backlash on this.
At the Holocaust, your bitch ass and your fucking family came from Russia to Israel.
How come we don't have anybody named John Pedophile in the chat? So I could sit here and be like, ah, this guy's literally a fucking child molester. It's in his fucking name. He's literally saying it to you. Oh, look at this guy, dude. Holy shit, bro. I bet you love being a pedo, dude. Yeah, you're horrible, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you, pedo man. Fuck you, pedo John. Dude, I could sit here for 30 minutes just grandstanding over how bad it is to be a pedo, dude. That would be amazing for my content.
How is that appropriate? The fucking Palestinian has been living there for generations. Your ass came from Russia. How is this anything but Nazi fucking ideology? Jewish supremacist attitude. Israel is built on the principles of Zionism, okay? Which is, as I repeated, a Nazi ideology. Asking me if Israel should exist is like asking, should Nazi Germany exist?
Okay, we're finally off Israel, thank God.
Holy fuck, finally we got an answer for the Ethan question, dude. Israel having a right to exist is asking if Nazi Germany has the right to exist. No wonder why they threw him out. Alright, well that answers that question. Dude, long lost question has been answered, dude.
And we're on to Zoran Mamdani. Okay. Fox News doesn't like him, and he spends the next 30 minutes shitting on Dems.
With the pepperoni nips. This is the best Elizabeth Warren tweet, and it's not even Elizabeth Warren. It's Donald Trump's tweet about Elizabeth Warren. And
now we're learning about Hasan's Twitter beef with Drew Pavlov.
I've been to Israel 3 times.
Okay.
Actually, we're if he shows a lot of this, we're in like real dangerous territory of completely agreeing with Hasan Piker here. I have never met somebody who likes Drew Pavlov that I like. All right, there's not a single person on planet Earth that I'm supportive of who likes Drew Pavlov.
And now we're on to Trump is putting tariffs on India. No, he's still talking about Drew.
Literally about to go to jail.
That would be awesome. Drew Pavlov should go to jail. I agree with Hasan. He should go to jail.
And I think he got like a $1,000.
Okay, now it looks like he's talking about the news. That's nice.
No, he's not. He's talking about Drew Pavlov going to jail, which is awesome, by the way. And I'm fully supportive. Honestly, it makes me support China. Listen, dude, we have to do. Me and the Nick DeOrio community has just signed a non-exclusive deal with China to support them taking down Drew Pavlov. All right, I don't appreciate anything else they're doing or whatever. I've just chosen. This is how this is done, right? I am going to side with them on the Drew Pavlov situation, and in retaliation, I can't reference Taiwan for like 6 months. All right. After 6 months, though, I can go back to calling it Taiwan. But in the meantime, with this Drew Pavlov partnership, we can't refer to it back.
Anyway, he finally hits play on the video and he walks away. First comment when he comes back.
It's kind of pointing to.
It seems like India no longer lying, and my heart goes out.
Fuck! I just got a DM, dude. I just got a DM. I just said Taiwan. The deal is off. The deal is off.
To the Hindutva fascists, I feel like they probably thought that like Modi and Trump were literally the best friends on the planet. Like no one is a closer friend to India than Donald Trump. Oh my God, he's been cut in half. Yeah. I unsheathed my katana. Wait,
why can we do that? I can't. All right. Why are we not allowed to use racist accents, but you can go like, Omayo Shindaru, or whatever. The whole chat's just like, yo, people lol. Why are some accents okay and then other ones aren't? Like, are we just not allowed to do stereotypes unless they're funny now? I don't know.
Nani? I just did my special move. Yeah, I cut him in half. You're anti-Semitic.
Dude, when I go, you bring great dishonor to your family, my whole chat goes, Nicholas, you're doing a really fucking dangerous game right now, Nicholas. But then, all right, this guy just does that shit, and everyone's like, oh yeah, very funny, Hasan, good stuff.
Sword, yeah.
But then he uses Twitter in order to explain the tariffs.
He was quoting a meme? Yeah, so was I! I didn't invent that!
Paying those taxes, you dumb fuck. Yeah.
I'm quoting fucking Takio from Zombies.
Go to buy a bed on Amazon that was made in Vietnam. The bed is now sailor.
Yes! It's literally a fucking quote from a fucking video game.
Buy ahead against the tariff increase and can't do that into perpetuity.
I have no ammunition. We must bring home something for the emperor. Okay.
Tariffs make sense if you do this strategically.
Okay, another piece of critical news. Trump fired the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics because they reported honestly on his dismal job numbers.
That's one new job right there. True. But also that's one layoff plus a new job. So I think it cancels itself out. Next month's jobs report, 1 million jobs. You love it. You love to see it. America's hot.
We then spend the last
all right, so some politics happened. Cool.
Hour of the stream on 2 separate Fox and Friends interviews with TikTok influencers who give male fashion advice and female dating.
We need the TikTok, dude. The TikTok has to grow into the Hasan Piker audience. We need to like get into these TikTok streamer viewer people's heads and bring them over to the righteous movement.
Advice respectively. And then the stream ends. Day 1 over.
Oh fuck, I'm dead.
What did we learn?
Racism, Israel, Democrats, dude. It's the big 3.
Claudette Colvin
oh god, dude, what is happening?
Was born September 5th, 1939 in Montgomery, Alabama. While in high school...
Bro, I thought we just clicked into a true crime video. Holy shit, dude. Am I the only one who thought I accidentally just moved this into a fucking true crime video?
She joined the NAACP Youth Council, where she would meet another Montgomery native, Rosa Parks.
Oh shit, dude! No way! No way, dude! I know that one! I know that person! That's a person in politics that I know!
Alright, another day. Let's get...
Wait, I'm confused. Was that just like was that a palate cleanser? It's like, this is Rosa Parks. What else is happening?
Okay, what's going on today?
I watched the first episode of King of the Hill. It was all right.
He's going to debate Charlie Kirk.
Dude, I didn't watch any of King of the Hill. I watched some animated YouTuber talk about King of the Hill because I've never actually seen King of the Hill. I just watched videos about the revival like a fucking moron.
Dartmouth, where I'm going to be.
But what about Rosa Parks? I don't know. Dude, this is I guess we're going to find out. We're going to tie it back.
Are you a virgin? No, I am not.
It's the
Why would so many people be Googling that?
Nick gets the every gamer from Mars video. Again.
Yeah, it is, dude. Okay, today we're going to be talking about Hasan Piker. The Third Reich was a time in Germany.
Debating Charlie Kirk.
And apparently Epstein had a photo with Castro. He's really disappointed about that.
How the fuck does he have a photo with Fidel, bro? This hurts. This hurts so much more. This hurts so much more than Chomsky. Hated some of y'all's faves are gonna be implicated. Like,
first news story: Sarah Huckabee Sanders visits the Western Wall.
Dude, that's so crazy that you could be doing like even memeing like that about Castro, where people aren't going like immediately asking questions. It just shows you so much of this politics stuff is super performative. If you have a Soviet flag in the backdrop of your YouTube video, it's a haha funny, look at that, right? But like, I don't know, dude. I don't know why like fucking Mao Zedong and Stalin and fucking like all these guys aren't viewed the same as like fucking Hitler, or like in similar conversations to like fucking Hitler.
This is the one thing about Judaism that I do not know. Like, I mean, I've learned deep lore on this broadcast about Sukkot, about the citrus, about the stick and the tent. It's just the holy wall. I don't know. Wait, what the fuck? You don't.
Why is he on a first name basis with Castro? His ghost probably talks to Hasan every night before he goes to. Anybody here watch Wednesday? Dude, Hasan's spirit guide is Fidel Castro. That's it. That's what it is. You know?
No, either. How do you not know? You're Jewish. Why do Christians?
That's a great clip.
Christians go there and like cry and stuff. I'm gonna be real. It's not much. It's the outside wall of the Second Temple. This is the Temple Mount, mega holy, great place to pray.
How has he been doing commentary on Israel-Palestine for so long and he doesn't know about the Western Wall? It's one of the main points of contention.
Is that the wall that Ethan licked? Which is the wall? Was it the Wailing Wall? Is the Wailing Wall the Western Wall? There's a whole lot of walls here.
And negotiations for the two-state solution.
It's just the wall, man. Calm down. Like, politicians are doing the classic, like, we're going to Israel to show how fucking, to show how much we love Israel routine. That's it.
Okay, an hour and 20 minutes in, actually.
It used to be a meme to, like, far righters to open up, be like, I love Israel and the Jews, or whatever, as their, like, political position. Like, you used to see, like, Flamenco say that a lot. It's like, hey, Flamenco, what do you think about Jews? And he would turn around and be like, I love Israel and the Jews, performatively. But now, unironically, if you say that statement, you're actually more of a Nazi than anything else you've previously said in conversation.
Well, news, Trump is on the roof.
Do you remember that? Like, people, like, that was like on Augie's stream all the time. Flamenco would be like, I love Israel and the Jews.
He's getting up there.
Doesn't do any investigating, just thinks it's funny.
Do a flip!
Anything about the dementia-addled president who's killing millions of people around the world by cutting USAID and facilitating the genocide in Gaza needs more scrutiny? No? Okay. But Trump and Harris were the same.
What is this? It Follows 2014?
Epstein comes up. That's a problem squarely on Trump, right?
All right, is there anything in this video specific that I want to see? Because I'm not going to just sit here playing this from the top down. Let's jump ahead a little bit, see a little bit more. I recommend checking this out on Conduit's channel.
Chatter actually calls him out for his both sidesing. And what's his response?
You are becoming a smaller and smaller sliver of society. Like, the idea that this was somehow the left's responsibility. Like, no, actually the left...
Does he think that the online left is taking over generic lefty politics? Is that what he's talking about by you're a smaller and smaller sliver of society?
Was pushing
like the average Democratic voter is like a smaller and smaller group.
Democrats to fight. Myself included in this. Look at the Democrats.
Dude, I feel like if you guys get this radical, like if the actual mainstream Democratic, like the actual mainstream Democratic Party takes these positions, I think you're gonna lose like a huge chunk of voters, and it's not gonna go super well. I think this is actually a fucking insane strategy.
As now, they're not fighting.
Democrats who left the state.
That's why people voted for Trump, because they wanted change.
He was already president once, Hasan. Why do you think the cheers at Harris rallies were for "we're not going back"? The framing of this moment is so perfect.
They have no dream of a better tomorrow. They have no design for a well-functioning society that actually does right by every single American. So they don't communicate that at all. You're just the lighter version of Republicans. Great. I don't want that. We know Jeffrey Epstein might be related to foreign intelligence, but is certainly not Chinese, okay?
Nick,
the foreign intelligence that Jeffrey Epstein
on Twitter.
Well, we don't know that for sure, okay? Have we seen his genetic makeup?
is associated with
No, I'm pretty sure we do know that. So this is a Joe Rogan thing that we're looking at now?
is Israeli intelligence.
For the last 10 years, Republicans have been hyping themselves up on QAnon conspiracy theories of a secret government pedophile ring, and now the left is doing the same thing.
Okay?
Fantastic.
Well, probably because they can see that it works.
We watch Mark Maron. He talks about Austin, Texas, calling Californians who move there the Israelis of Americans.
Californians are really the Israelis of America? True.
I think that people acknowledge that that does work, that people can be radicalized off of those positions, and then they're just trying them now.
24 karat gold. La boo boo. It's gross. It's so perfect for Trump. You say, is this a fucking
Wait, what?
W for the admin?
What is a labubu? I didn't watch the South Park episode. Can somebody tell me what a labubu is? I think even Tom mentioned this. I've completely missed this discourse. What? It's a shoe?
Or a W for the country?
A blind box toy?
It depends. Only time.
All right, I clearly missed something. What is a labubu?
Time will tell. We're ruining.
Bro, the whole chat is mauling right now. A what? A what? What? Did I say it wrong? It's a fucking... I don't know. Is it not labubu? What is a labubu?
We're ruining the remaining...
Alexa, what is a
supply.
labubu?
We're just poisoning people.
According to Wikipedia, the beetroot or beet is the taproot portion of a Beta vulgaris subs. Vulgaris plant in the Condytiva group. The plant is a root vegetable also known as the table beet, garden beet, dinner beet.
Alexa, stop. I've learned so much.
We're fucking burning the planet to the ground so that people can make...
Hopefully, dude. The only way that we could... The only way we could fix society, all right, is to start over, all right? It's the only way we could do it.
So people can jerk off to grok.
We're considering it, yeah, because the crime is ridiculous.
It really seems like he should have...
Oh, wasn't this Trump thing about him saying that we should, like, invade Chicago? Like, the military should invade Chicago to stop the fucking crime?
more qualms about an authoritarian attempting to unilaterally seize territory, but...
I will defend Big Balls. I will defend his balls. I will defend him against unruly teenagers who beat his ass.
And that's just a way of trying to divert attention to something that's total bullshit. Okay?
Trump calls his connection to a known sex trafficker bullshit. In the Oval Office, mind you. Hasan says nothing because he's not listening.
Tim Cook.
Now,
true!
Or on to the story of a Utah state senator who's trying to change the age of consent.
I think this is enough for me. Yeah, again... this is a challenge that I don't think I ever would have done myself, watching a full day of Hasan Piker. So I absolutely fucking throw my support to Conduit's way. Labubu is like a doll that's like a demon. They say the ghost of Epstein is in them. That makes a lot of sense. Go to the ending, please.
And Israel being Nazis. And all of this comes at the expense of people in the United States who now have to endure another 4 years of Trump. And hopefully just another 4, and the Palestinians who now have to endure a much more brutal conflict between Israel and Hamas. Regardless of if you think the left cost Harris the 2024 election, Hasan's message helps no one but Hasan, and that's the point. Political drama can be entertainment as a vehicle to keep people informed, but Hasan is using actual human...
Who is the bigger people to blame? The people who didn't push for Kamala Harris, or the people who pushed Joe Biden to continue when they could have dropped him way earlier? Who are, like, the big losers there? Like, because I think if you want to put it on the Democrats for that, I think you can. Joe Biden should never have been on the fucking ticket at all.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
It's both.
On Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated the shout
People who push Joe Biden.
I'm L8, but the Western Wall is the same as the Wailing Wall. So named because they cry there a lot.
Because a lot of these...
a message and attach it to the wall.
A lot
also,
of these...
what's your least favorite pinball gimmick?
Least favorite pinball gimmick? The screen. Putting the screen in there. A lot of those like third-party companies do that a lot. Especially the one where like half the game is digital, but I guess that's to keep costs down. Yeah, digital pinball stuff. I don't want a screen in my game that like gives me info. Or I think sometimes they're like on the fucking apron too. I don't know. It's okay in Star Wars. But yeah, I think with Biden, there were a lot of these political YouTubers were saying initially that like, oh, his mental decline isn't that bad, or he's going to be good for another 4 years, or oh, he's not that old. And then as soon as they took him off, they're like, bro, why the fuck were the Democrats pushing that guy? That was like another one. Do you remember watching that content where they were doing hours and hours of debates like Biden, he's our guy. And then the minute that they switched him out, they're like, finally, what the fuck took you so long?
Lives for political drama that only serves as a vehicle,
like just straight up lying about the state of Joe Biden.
Keep people paying attention.
After the debate, it was undeniable, bro. They were defending him. That was the other thing. They were defending after the debate as well. That was like another aspect of that whole fucking thing.
Attention he doesn't even reciprocate. You are not obligated to psychologically flagellate yourself to the sin of being born in one place any more than a Palestinian needs to get killed for being born in another. You are self-harming to feel less guilty about a situation you don't have control over, and Hasan is enabling and encouraging it in order to make money. He courts a following of young people eager to engage.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think this pro-Palestinian creator shit is just how they're making money.
With politics as a means to fix the world, and then uses the cover of real injustices to launder his
It's to continue boosting his pseudo-celebrity status and to continue making like enough money to fund his hyper-capitalistic lifestyle.
Extremism.
They got a bunch
and
of
using it, and it's also like the perfect deflection technique when it comes down to criticism.
Fucking 18-year-olds wearing sandals, running up to $30 million fucking pieces of equipment and dumping an IED in there, going, I'm not fucking stupid and bloodthirsty.
He puts his hatred of Israel over and above the real grave danger the Palestinian people are in as they experience starvation, oppression, and injustice as they are trapped between a group that sees them as a necessary sacrifice at the altar of Israel's destruction, and a military being led by someone who needs the war to continue to avoid going to prison. Hasan doesn't get rich like a capitalist by exploiting workers and overcharging for a product. He gets rich by exploiting his viewers' energy, the real effort that they could put into improving the world by...
Yeah, I agree. I think this is putting it into better words than I think I've ever delivered.
...by convincing them that watching his streams is of equal value to engaging in a political system.
We need to watch one more Bad Empanada video to save another 50 lives.
If you give up now, as pressure is mounting.
Dude, my donation goals just say like hi, haha, lol. His donation goals, he should start saying like, if we can hit the fucking 10 super chat goal, 50 more people would be saved in Gaza. Guys, we just need to hit the 100 goal mark or whatever. We could save a whole bunch of people today.
Instead of still continuously trying to get more people on board.
Because his streams do nothing, and he tells them that the system does nothing.
There is no real democratic process here.
And despite numerous terms of service violations,
what the fuck are you gonna do, bro?
He's still standing because of the value he has for Twitch and the relationship he has with Dan Clancy specifically.
Bro, I think in this clip, he might even say it right now. He's like, this clip is going to get used forever, bro.
We're never beating the Hasan.
Yeah, we're never beating the allegations after that.
Hasan runs Twitch.
And no, of course not. If people are going to grind Ethan in the dirt for taking a picture with Susan Wojcicki, this is totally fucking fair.
Allegations after this.
But at this point, it's gone too far.
Also, Susan Wojcicki is the most overhated CEO figure ever.
And Twitch has turned...
I will not elaborate.
...a blind eye for too long. So here it is, front and center.
Shut up, go back to Auschwitz.
That's another YouTube video people aren't ready for. That's like a Gamer from Mars topic that he needs to do. Susan Wojcicki, the misunderstood CEO or something. Or like the the scapegoat of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki. That's the one, the scapegoat of YouTube.
Shut up, go back to Auschwitz. MK Lambert, thank you for the 50 gift of subs.
She died of cancer. She didn't just die of cancer. Her fucking kid died. Like, there was a whole bunch of shit about Susan, and it's fucking tragic. Yeah. All right, so I recommend this video, Conduit. Check him out. He's got like, it's a whole fucking thing. You got to really watch the whole thing to get the full effect on it. But yeah. What else do we got here? Hasan takes shots at Sneeko and explains why Zoran's campaign would want to stay away from him.
What did Sneaker do to get kicked out? I don't know.
Holy shit, dude. We're going to use the fucking hard R. Sneeko. Yeah, I don't know if I would use the hard R.
Be fucking a Holocaust denier for like the past 2 years. Advocate for pedophilia also. Claim that he only reverted to Islam so that he could have multiple wives over and over again. Just basically adopt like the most reactionary Westerner.
Well, I mean, I don't think that any politician should talk to Sneeko, like ever.
Islamophobic
if they want to be taken seriously.
Framework of Islam.
But I also have the belief they shouldn't talk to Hasan either. But probably Sneeko is the worst of two there, I'd have to say. Sneeko is total optics death, yeah. I really think that this is the grand reality of the situation, is that politics should try to like stay out of social media drama. I don't know, dude. I think that they're seeing the social media aspect to this, which is why like Henry Sissons or whatever exists, and they're trying to push people on TikTok. And I think that ultimately the Democrats and Republicans should continue to do what they're doing and promoting like the existence of influencers, but I don't think that we need another Bernie Sanders sit down with Pokimane or Bernie Sanders plays Among Us with Valkyrie. I think that shit's fucking cringy, dude. I think they need to stay away from, oh, let's bring on Hasan Piker to have a conversation with this political candidate. It's like, maybe not. Maybe the guy who Destiny was bringing on, maybe we should just keep him off the stream. I don't know. I think there needs to always be like a degree of separation away from actual political entities and the LARPers who play games online. Did that happen? Most of that, yeah.
Like overall bad vibes, I think, to be associated with a candidacy that currently is under unimaginable amounts of attack. Like to the average person in the media, I think they would love, they would love to catch Zohran Mamdani with someone like Sneeko.
But I think they'd also
love they could just hammer him.
But they like, dude, but he's like a percentage of people that would feel the same with you. It's not the same people, but yeah, there are people that would be like, oh, fuck, yeah, this is great. Ethan Klein is... Okay, so this is where we kind of take it into a different direction. Now, I don't know how much of this I want to cover, but I thought this shit was really fucking funny, so I needed to talk about it. There is a lawsuit that's happening right now against Cat 10 Barge. Now, it's Cat 10 Barge is like the Freaky Friday lesser version of Taylor Lorenz. Like, think of it as Walmart's Walmart brand for Taylor Lorenz. Like, if Walmart partnered with Kirkland to make a more obscure version of a journalist, that would be Cat 10 Barge, right? So this is now Alexa Nicholas is apparently suing Cat 10 Barge, but there's a whole lot of Adam McIntyre. They're on world tour right here. Great value. Yeah. This lawsuit from Alexa Nicholas against her for defamation is extremely damning. Heinous behavior that represents her and her friends, Adam McIntyre, comes up a lot. It sounds like another lawsuit might be coming his way too. So basically what happened here is you're reading this message, and then Adam McIntyre puts on a suit, fires up a Twitch stream, and maybe I'm fucking being parasocial here, but he looks scared. He looks scared.
I appreciate you all being here, and I know a lot of you
I have never seen Adam McIntyre look this fucking nervous before. I just wanted to share this with you, and then we'll get a bit more context.
are aware, but Alexa Nicholas has filed a lawsuit against Cat 10 Barge, and in that lawsuit, it heavily features me, and I want to talk about it because there are some crazy, crazy, crazy things in there. There are some crazy things in there.
But we can't just talk about that. We have to talk about Ethan Klein.
Let's not waste any more time, and let's just get
also, the suit this doesn't look right. Am I wrong here? Does this look right to you? Does this look like the suit belongs here? Because I'm not thinking it does.
Right into it, okay? So, first and foremost, let's talk about the fact that Alexa has filed in New York City, I think, and the news just dropped, and she made her
it's not tailored correctly
live stream about it.
You know what he looks like? He looks like you're sending off your kid to like high school homecoming in like the 7th grade, like interchangeably.
And her video about it.
Like his head's way too big for his suit.
And it all happened.
It looks super cheap. Oh yeah, but of course it's a high school homecoming.
Last night. And I kind of let everything play out. And then I just wanted to, you know, kind of gather my thoughts. But even before that, I noticed some things that were absolutely insane that we have to talk about. And of course...
Guys, this is lawsuit. I guess, like, his friend is being sued, but what is the main thing on his mind?
Of course, Ethan Klein has gotten involved. Obviously. So, let's start from that, shall we? Ethan Klein posted on his Instagram. Now, I just want to also preface that Ethan posted this a day after I posted a video called Ethan Lawsuit Klein, where I literally...
Bro, oh god, you have to watch the way he carries himself here, because he just starts to get like... It looks like he's getting scareder and scareder as it goes on.
A video called Ethan Lawsuit Klein, where I literally made a video about how Ethan Klein loves a lawsuit.
But, like, that's not even his lawsuit.
Which is really interesting. So, Ethan posted a screenshot from the opening of the lawsuit and said, Kat Tembarge is fucked. This lawsuit from Alexa Nicholas against her for defamation is extremely damning. Heinous behavior that represents her and her friends. Adam McIntyre, and he spelt my surname wrong, which is really funny considering how much he has talked about me on his Instagram story and also in general, comes up.
All right, that's kind of a cell phone right there. He didn't even add the capital I.
A lot. It sounds like another lawsuit might be coming his way, too. So Ethan is now insinuating that there's a lawsuit coming my way.
Uh-oh.
So he posts the opening page, Alexa Nicholas versus Kat Tembarge, okay? And he goes on to post a page from the lawsuit, which...
How is Ethan involved? Okay, so he said that it looks bad for Kat Tembarge on like an Instagram story. So this guy's friend is getting sued, and the only thing on his mind is that Ethan Klein said that he's next.
Is insane. And we just got to be a part of this together to realize that this is a actual legal filing. Ethan posted this with zero context, and he has not added anything to it. He
guys, Ethan is just posting a piece of a fucking court document on stream. It's not even fair use, chat. It's not even fair use. He's just leaking it.
Literally, it's just posted. So let's read a section from it. It says, Tenbarge provided McIntyre alcohol when he was only 16.
Dude, this kid looks rattled. This kid looks... All right, let's just jump back for a second, because this is getting good now. So what Ethan actually said was, Kat Tenbarge is fucked. This lawsuit from Alexa Nicholas against her for defamation is extremely damning. Heinous behavior that represents her and her friends. Adam McIntyre comes up a lot. Sounds like another lawsuit might be coming his way as well. I don't know how to share this, but I'm pretty sure it'll pop up soon. Kat Tenbarge is an evil, mean-spirited, terrible person. It's actually sickening and shocking what she did to Alexa. Who was the... Wait, I don't know. Were any of these people defending, like, the Dave Portnoy articles, too? I thought one of these people were implicated, but I'm not sure if it was Taylor or Kat or neither of them. Because I remember that. Oh, and now... So then Ethan posted, like... Keep in mind, he posted several pages of this lawsuit. It's not just the one singular one that Adam is going to hyperfixate on here. So that was the full amount of stuff that Ethan said about this lawsuit. So now, Adam is going to go after Ethan for posting something, quote-unquote, disproving it here in the stream, saying that Ethan is, like, spreading misinformation for posting a court document.
When McIntyre visited the United States. No.
Again, I don't think you have to provide context for a court document. I don't think this is a YouTube commentary video essay explaining it.
In a legal document, Alexa and her lawyer have put down Tenbarge provided McIntyre alcohol when he was only 16 years old when McIntyre visited the United States.
I am so shocked that this is literally the thing that Adam is most focused on. Am I the only one who is just, like, blown away that his, like, this Nicholas is getting sued. I don't know if that's really his friend or not, but obviously this is something that Adam's going to jump in and talk about. And the only thing he's hyper fixated on is like Ethan Klein retweeting a claim that he got alcohol as a minor.
No. First and actually,
no, guys.
Actually, is my mom in the chat?
Oh no, dude. All right, now this right here is the most depressing thing I have ever seen. Okay? Apparently, Adam's mom watches his show. All right? Ready? It's even worse than you think. It's even more embarrassing. I forgot why I wanted to show you this so bad. This is some of the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen.
No. First and actually, is my mom in the chat? Is my mom in the chat? Is my mom in the chat? She's normally in the chat.
She wasn't. Apparently, Adam's like head mod is his mom. So he went to appeal and get his mom's take, and she wasn't even watching the stream. His mom, who's an avid viewer, couldn't even fucking stomach watching the show.
First and actually, is my mom in the chat? Is my mom in the chat?
So he's just frantically like, where's my mom? Where's my mom?
Is my mom in the chat? She's normally in the chat. Anyone see her? Hold on. I wonder if I could. I know she just got out of a hair appointment. Hold on. This is actually so serious that. Hold on. Let's bamboozle her.
So now he just starts calling her. That's insane.
I don't even know Sean's her. Can you hear that?
She's raised this monster.
She's not here. Okay. She might not even answer.
Could you imagine if the mom didn't answer the phone? Holy fuck, that would have been peak content, but she does.
Hi. Okay, really quick question. Don't ask any questions. What age was I when I went to LA for the first time?
Have you gotten your hemorrhoid ointment? Could you imagine? Because he didn't say that he was streaming. Could you imagine she just asked like a crazy question?
18, okay. So...
Why are you asking that?
Okay, so... Alexa has filed the lawsuit against Kat, and in it, it says, Kat Tambarge...
So I guess this is the main issue. And this could be good against... I don't know Alexa Nicholas. I don't know the nature of Kat Tambarge's claims against her or article or whatever the fuck it caused it. I don't know any of that. But like, yeah, if there's misinformation on in there, that's fantastic. So my understanding is that Adam was 18, not 16, and that Kat did not supply the alcohol.
Provided McIntyre alcohol when he was only 16 years old when McIntyre visited the United States. Okay, so...
Isn't the drinking age 18 in the USA? No, it's 21.
So, just to confirm, I was not ever in America at 16 years old, right?
Your first time.
This is like, remember when Aiden kept telling the story about how like all these YouTubers passed him the blunt or something?
America, you were 18.
18 years old. So, factually, there is a lot.
Dude, fucking 15-year-old Aiden or something catching the blunt off of... I forgot who actually passed it to him. You'd have to ask him.
In this lawsuit, okay? Sorry, also, yeah, I'm currently live. But anyway, this worked.
Because what was that, like VidCon 2019 or something? Not VidCon 2019. It was before that, right? Maybe 2019. That's the one with the clip of him, like, stalking Pyrocynical. Have you ever seen the clip of Aiden? I mean, obviously, me and Aiden have had our drama recently. Where is it? Pyro... I don't even know how to look this up. Cynical Hyojin. There's an iconic picture of Pyrocynical kissing his girlfriend at VidCon while Aiden looks like a psychotic stalker right outside the frame, blurred out when he was like 15 years old. It is the funniest picture ever, but I don't know where. I don't want to look up Pyrocynical kissing Hyojin on my fucking thing, but there's like, let me see, Pyrocynical Hyojin VidCon. It is so funny, dude. The picture is amazing. But I don't think it exists. Oh, is that... Dude, I found it. This picture is amazing, bro. It is actually literally the greatest thing ever. Oh my God, wait, it's even funnier. that Keemstar, so Keemstar posts this picture and captions it the 13-year-old French girl, right? There's so much to unpack here. I think it has to be a joke, right? But 2018, you just don't know. Alex Elmsley, the best thing is delete this tweet immediately after sending it. That's even funnier because everyone knows everything about I'm Alex now, right? This is Hyojin. She is of age. Okay, she was in the Australian YouTuber circle. Obviously, Hyojin is not Australian herself. I don't know. I think she's Asian, but regardless. What you're not looking at in this part of the picture is stalker mode Aiden staring them down in the distance. Is that not like the greatest picture ever? So there's just so much to unpack. That is stalker mode 15-year-old Aiden with an afro, just like bloodlust staring down Pyrocynical kissing his girlfriend, and is like immortalized in the picture. He's standing there menacingly. Yeah, it's the greatest picture I've ever seen.
So
dude, Michael Myers using the stalking ability.
Confirmed. I was not 16 when I was in America. I was
the
actually
meme potential. Yeah.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Adam is pulling a Denham's hyperfixation on one thing, then appeal to public opinions instead of hiring a lawyers.
Well, I just think he's mad online. That's what I'm getting at Adam McIntyre. What else has Adam been posting? He's just mad online. James Charles was always... Oh, look, Kat Tenbar just collaborating in this video. Is her voice still... Wait, dude, this might actually... I don't remember. I think her voice was the problem. This might be the worst vocal performance in a YouTube video ever. Let me see.
Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Kat, for coming back again. Hello, girl. How are we doing?
Thank you for having me back. It was so fun last time. I loved reading everybody's comments.
It's actually not as bad as I remembered. But she's got like teehee girl voice. And no braces.
18. So there is a...
It could have been worse. I gotta be honest. I remembered it being worse.
Light in the lawsuit, okay?
But yeah, that is probably one of the worst videos ever, just based off of the performances.
No. You were 18, yeah. 18. Okay, let's take it a step further. I don't know if you remember, because this was years ago. It wasn't Kat, but who was the person who gave me, and this is going to cause...
Oh, this is actually a nuke here, because I don't know, do they like this YouTuber? So he's like, by the way, I'm going to have to out you.
The guy, Keemstar Orbiter, Nick DeOrio, Mr.
Look
Oreo.
at this.
Some problems.
Adam will get hit with a lawsuit because Robble International lawsuit Robble Honeybee.
But, okay, this is going to cause some problems. Who was the person who gave me...
Milk that
Thank you.
So much harder. Big content strategy problems.
This is going to cause some problems.
Maximize your money, all right?
Who was the person who gave me their fake ID so that I was able to drink underage in America?
So now snitches are in full force here.
Yeah, I remember this.
Hey, we can... Sloan.
Yeah.
So now they're burning Sloan. I don't know. What is the lore on Sloan?
Okay. I'll talk to you later. I'm live if you want to join the comments.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
That's still illegal. Yeah, I mean, what the intent here is to point, because nobody's ever prosecuting that. He doesn't even live in America.
Nick just started insulting
everybody
me
underage. Literally, everyone underage drinks. Okay, like that happens all the time. You know, I don't know. It's like, I don't think it's like a huge fucking deal. But the point of it is like, now we're going to burn this person for it. I never did. Well, lucky you. All right.
So number one, there is an official lie in Alexa Nicholas's...
Yeah, dude, people in my chat saying they've never underage drank before, they sound like Boogie, dude. I never did. Dude, okay. I believe you.
Filing completely. Alexa Nicholas, in her filing, is accusing Kat Tembarge of a crime that she did not commit in the hands of lying about me.
I'm just shocked. It was like, this is the big opportunity to gun down Ethan Klein. Like, hey, Kat, I know you're getting fucked over here, but like, this is our smoking gun to attack Ethan with.
No, this is crazy. This is easily disproven, and Ethan Klein has posted this on his social media. He has posted...
Dude, you gotta see the fucking source, dude. The source is hilarious. It's literally, this has gotta be a meme.
Did this on his social media. Now, one quick Google search will tell you...
Look at this shit, dude. Can we get a funnier face?
My birthday was September.
Wait, I want to get the face.
Yeah. Now, one quick Google search will tell you that my birthday was September 30th, 2002, and I'm search will tell you that my birthday was September 30th, 2002, and I'm
Dude, this is amazing. Dude, you notice that he chose not to pull up a Google search and instead went for his famous birthdays screenshot? Guys, look at me. I'm fucking famous. Look at me. Ranked number 11,000, all right? Again, 22 years old. This person is literally a child, but...
22 years old. Literally all you have
Sloan probably hates Adam. I don't think I've heard of Sloan in like 5 years. I don't even know what they're on. I don't even know Sloan... Is Sloan a... Alright, hold on. I gotta be very careful with this. You know, I'm just gonna look up Sloan before I say anything. Because I meant, like... Is this like a... Hold on. I'll explain it after. So this is Sloan.
Zach? Other verified can.
Ow. Like, claim me.
Well,
Is this Sloan? Is that Sloan? Like that person right there? I thought for some reason Sloan was like a woman. I was just, because I don't know. Because I was going to say, is that a man or a woman? But then if it was like if it turned out this was Sloan was a trans person, then people would have thought I was talking about it a certain way. Okay. So Sloan is a male presenting cisgender guy. Okay. Got it. Okay, cool.
to do is write in my name, okay? I was never, ever in...
Because I didn't want to be like, oh, is that a man or a woman? And that turned out to be like a trans person. So look, I was saying something. Okay.
America, ever...
No, that's a Cheeto.
At 16 years old, for the reference, Alexa Nicholas has factually incorrect information in her lawsuit against me and Kat, and if anything, is accusing of a criminal activity. Now, what's even crazy...
Wait. So, if it is a criminal activity, right, and that's what we're dying on the hill of here, you then also just admitted to that crime, right? In the same... Like, you're accusing me of criminal activities, or I guess you're accusing a Cat 10 barge, but the reality is that that crime was committed. It was just some other guy.
What's even crazier about that point, okay, is I've said this online in streams, but yes, we are going to take it to that point. It was Sloan, the YouTuber, who gave me his fake ID so that I was able to go to the Free Britney after...
You don't even look like Sloan.
...parties that were happening. Yes, Sloan, never Cat 10 barge, mind you, but Kat has taken the fall all of these years.
Why would a journalist take the fall for you?
And I've had enough. I've truly had...
Also, yeah, it becomes super illegal when you mention fake ID.
Enough of Cat 10 barge having to deal with the fall of other people's actions. Now, what's even crazy...
But wait, how has she dealt with the fall? Are you saying that she has said that she did it?
Crazier.
Like, why the fuck... How do you take the fall for that? Just say, I didn't do it.
Is not only was it because of Sloan that I was able to have this fake ID. This is from the trip that Alexa is, I guess, trying to reference. But I was only ever in LA in 2021, whenever I was 18 years old. I was never, ever in America at 16 years old, okay? Sloan gave me his fake ID, but you know...
No, I think he knows that 18 is illegal, because why...
He doesn't know drinking at 18 is still illegal.
No, he has to know. He has to know, because he was 18 years old and had to use a fake ID, so he has to know.
You know what is incredibly damning to me?
That Ethan Klein tweeted about it? Please tell me that.
Sloan and Alexa
it's not.
are good friends.
Okay.
Is Dark Vibe AU a virgin?
In Alexa Nicholas's filing, she is accusing Cat 10 barge of a crime that in actuality, her friend was the one that gave me the fake ID.
So does that make the whole lawsuit invalid?
I used Sloan's fake ID whenever I was in LA in 2021. Sloan gave that to me so I could get in because he said we looked alike.
Okay, but using a fake ID doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only way you get alcohol, right? Like, even the fake ID part. Now, I think the fake ID thing comes straight from the lawsuit, so that could still be inaccurate. But, it's not like people check your ID at the house parties where most people are drinking anyway. Again, Adam McIntyre was getting blasted with Rosanna Pansino when I was at VidCon in June of this year. Now, obviously, Adam's 22 years old now. But Adam was supposed to come to the... Well, they were trying to get Adam to come to the Turkey Tom party.
I recommend watching.
And I think they were both
Nicholas
blasted in like
latest
some
video.
hotel room or some house somewhere, and they couldn't come.
Let us set the record straight. I did not commit that crime as a minor. I committed that crime as an adult. Adam McIntyre W.
Sloan is Alexa Nicholas's good friend.
So like,
Alexa Nicholas
So Adam definitely does drink in places that aren't bars.
is the one who filed.
Yeah, it's like, no, I committed a crime, but not that one, laddie.
This incorrect. This is accusing Kat of a crime, mind you, in a defamation suit at the hands of me at an completely incorrect statement.
That's terrible. You should sue.
Completely incorrect statement. It is a flat out lie, easily proven lie, mind you. That's what's jarring. It is an easily proven lie.
But the lie that's easily provable isn't that Kat Tenbarge did it. The lie that's easily provable is that you were 18 and not 16 when the crime was committed. This is kind of bad faith, right? Because the information that was out there says that Kat was taking the fall, so people thought that was the case. That's not the easily provable part.
This defamation suit against Kat Tenbarge. Okay? So... just want to clarify as well that when we go...
Dude, there's tomatoes in his chat.
back, Ethan Klein is posting on his...
Somebody went into his chat on his Twitch and then put tomatoes in it.
Social media that Kat was responsible for...
Ethan Klein posted a picture of a lawsuit. And it's even crazy. Fuck you, Joker's cool. You're banned. No, I'm kidding. Fucking... Like, this is all the tweets that Ethan made about this. We're hyper-fixating on one page of the lawsuit.
Giving Adam alcohol when he was 16 in the United States. That is a flat-out, easily proven lie. That's a flat-out, easily proven lie. And Ethan Klein posting this is malicious. Alexa Nicholas putting this in the lawsuit on behalf of her and also her legal representation is malicious.
What is his accent? Bad.
Malicious. 1000%.
Bro, his mom wasn't there to mod. Fucking true.
And... first and foremost, I just want to, I wanted to kind of get into that before my mom opened or started watching the stream because I just wanted to hit you with what we all know behind the scenes, okay? And again, can't stress enough that Alexa and Sloan are friends and she is accusing Kat of, in actuality, it was her friend who gave me a fake ID so I could get into these places. So anyways, let's take it back a second, okay? Because
let's talk about the actual lawsuit at some point. We're 9 minutes in here.
Getting ahead of myself here, but as you can imagine, it has been a very, very, very frustrating past 24 hours.
Wait, why?
Okay, so the reason for
motherfucker showed up to his funeral wearing this fucking suit. Dude.
This Alexa Nicholas.
They pulled him out of they pulled this kid out of a fucking
filing. And it's focusing on defamation against Kat Tenbarge is because, and it all boils down to...
I don't even know what Kat Tenbarge did. I just know she sucks as a journalist, so I'm interested to find out.
Live chat comments that that Kat Tenbarge made on an Alexa Nicholas YouTube stream about...
Why is Kat Tenbarge chatting with a person in YouTube chat to begin with? Why are journalists... Like, imagine if Taylor Lorenz started taking fucking shots at me in chat.
Drake Bell's underage victim as to whether the documents were sealed or unsealed, okay? That is what the lawsuit is coming down to, because Alexa is talking about Kat reporting for an article about Alexa. Now, this article never came out. This article never came out, okay? This never came out. This article never came out.
I think it, guys, didn't come out. It didn't come out, guys. No, this never came out, guys.
And what's really damning to me is that this lawsuit is saying that there is defamation going on from Kat to Alexa because Kat was essentially doing these YouTube live comments when Ethan Klein is posting on his Instagram story with a much bigger platform.
Dude, the platform of what? Like legal fucking dudes, bro?
About Kat Tenbarge committing a crime, which is...
Wait, are you thinking right now that Kat Tenbarge could sue Ethan Klein for posting a picture of a fucking court document with no caption? Is that actually what you're saying?
Flat out crime that she never committed. So in actuality, I have to argue who is being defamed here. Who is being defamed here? Okay.
Yeah, his Instagram, the Instagram story of public court documents is defamation.
Quickly, I really want to bring your attention to one thing and one thing only. I saw this on the Leftovers H3 Reddit. Okay.
Oh, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. That's what you saw.
Okay. Jury demand. Plaintiff Alexa Nicholas demands trial by jury for all issues of.
Oh, he's trying to brigade the jury now.
Fact and damages. Rom Bar Nissim. Does that ring a bell to anyone? Rom Bar Nissim. For this.
Is this the fucking song thing?
This Alexa Nicholas case. Does that ring a bell to?
Is that the fucking song thing?
Anyone?
Wait, hold on, dude. Is that the Rum Tum Tugger thing? Where are we going on this?
Does it? If it doesn't, let me remind you. Alexa Nicholas herself.
Okay, never mind. I'm totally wrong here. It has nothing to do with Rum Tum Tugger, bro.
Self-tweeted June 28th of this year. Rom Bar Nissim, aka Ethan Klein's lawyer, is my lawyer too.
Yeah, I think they have multiple clients. I think that's... This is like fucking when Destiny hired Harvey Weinstein's lawyer and that became a talking point.
Hey! Let me contain...
Yeah, soy pog moment.
...myself. Let me contain myself. Rom Bar Nissim, a.k.a. Ethan...
Dude, I can't believe Rum Tum Tugger is fucking Adam McIntyre.
Klein's lawyer is my lawyer too.
Yeah, they typically don't just work for one guy.
Been my lawyer for years.
He doesn't know how law firms work? I don't know.
He's an ethical and incredible lawyer. The people he is naming as...
Well, he clearly hates Palestine because he associates what he thinks... What is happening?
Defendants in...
Wow, you mean a lawyer that specializes in, like... Well, not specialize. A lawyer that has done YouTube-related lawsuits before might be a good choice for this suit?
This lawsuit, an unrelated one, are IMO malicious trolls. The lawsuit is not without merit. The facts are clear and recorded. Alexa Nicholas's lawsuit against Kat Tambarge... Rom Bar Nissim.
Rum Tum Tugger is all in, dude.
Who is Ethan Klein's lawyer, per Alexa herself? Rom Bar Nissim. And Ethan Klein is actively posting, number one, Alexa's lawsuit, but...
Yeah, like, why wouldn't you? I am so fucking confused.
Number two...
How is it, like... Is it different than you going over the same stuff off of his feed? Is this, like... This is a private lawsuit among private people?
He is posting...
Dude, honorable Mr. Tugger.
Flat out, easily provable...
He's posting screenshots of court documents, my guy.
Lies that are defamatory against me and Kat Tambarge.
He tweeted out... Didn't he IG pictures of, like, denim stuff, too? He did a whole video reviewing all of Denim's flat out lies.
Okay? He is posting these to a bigger platform than what Kat ever had. Okay?
Then Kat should have fucking worked harder as an influencer.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude
Thank you, Dylan,
who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Thank you.
Ethan derangement
platform than what Kat
oh no
Kat ever had. Okay? Okay?
Has Kat ever considered not sucking and making better articles? Oh no. Kat's never had the opportunity to talk to this many people before. Well, it sucks for her.
Okay? And this is a fact that Ethan is clinging on to a lot. He's clinging on to a lot when this is something that is not we've just proven it wrong. We've proven it wrong. Okay? We have...
Also, this also completely hinges... maybe it doesn't completely. It largely hinges off of information that Adam was keeping quiet. That Sloan was the one who gave him the fake ID. Which is even funnier, I guess. I don't know. It's not like Ethan would even have to take it down, because by the time the stream was uploaded as a VOD, it would have already been taken down by fucking the 24-hour rule.
Absolutely proven it wrong.
No, and again, it's not even a claim. It's in the lawsuit. You're posting the screenshots of the lawsuit.
There's some things I really want to get to, okay? So, we have here, I mean, I was just literally a quick...
Is he trying to get the lawyer to drop Ethan? No, I think he's trying to... No, what's happening here is team sports. You are being represented by a guy who represents Ethan Klein, who attacks pro-Palestinian creators because they hate Palestine and love Jews. That's what's happening here. It's an optical argument for why this person should no longer use this lawyer to target Adam's friend.
Search as to Ethan Klein's lawyer, you will see this person, Rom, reaching out on Ethan's behalf for the copyright infringement. So the person that we're seeing attached to this Alexa lawsuit is also Ethan's lawyer. Ethan is...
Also, I think I fucking accidentally said Alexa Nicholas is like a friend of Adam. That's the exact opposite. I meant Cat Tenbarge.
Literally posting about Alexa's lawsuit and is posting things like this. Hold on, let me...
Like, I don't even know who the fuck this person, Alexa Nicholas, is, but I want to talk about her lawsuit too now. If I know that it bothers Adam this much, I think I need to start, like, posting this shit to Twitter and boosting this to anybody that I can.
Do this really quickly.
Oh my god, Ethan needs solitary confinement, bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, it didn't send to my...
She was on Zoe 101, really?
It didn't send to my computer. But Ethan posted on his Instagram story the following. Let me read it out to you. So like I said, Kat Tenbarge is fucked. This lawsuit from Alexa Nicholas against her for defamation is extremely damning. Heinous behavior that represents her and her friends. Adam McIntyre comes up a lot, which I do. I come up, for someone who's not, like, she's not suing me in this, I come up a heck of a ton. It's not...
I don't even know what happened, and I'm rooting for that.
Sounds like another lawsuit might be coming his way too. He goes on to write... I don't know how to share the whole thing, but I'm sure it will pop up soon. Kat Tenbarge is an evil, mean-spirited, terrible person. It is actually sickening and shocking what she did to Alexa. That is what Ethan posted on his story about this Alexa Nicholas lawsuit that he is now promoting.
So is the argument that Ethan, like, set this whole thing up and is, like, operating kind of in the shadows, and they don't have proof for that, so they're gonna just, like, say it without saying it here?
And we are now seeing this person, Rom, the same lawyer, come up in both, which is exactly...
It literally is something that only mattered to retarded people. Like, that's literally, like, the most exciting thing in, like, a 3 IQ person's day.
Exactly what I would have anticipated happened here. Exactly what I would have anticipated happen here. So aside from the fact that there are blatant, provable lies written in legal documents, which, mind you, by the way, I was talking earlier, the fact that there are already easily proven lies in this, there are so many things.
Guys, the whole lawsuit is invalid because 16 not equal to 18, and you could tell by the way that they lied here.
Can happen from this. I mean, we have, you know...
I mean, that could definitely be a problem, but you can tell this whole thing is to poison the well. Look, they got 16 and not 18 correctly, guys. This whole thing is bad faith defamation.
We can have struck pleadings. If there are lies involved, case dismissals, if there are proven lies in the case, which this was a quick Google search, honestly. Also, we have sanctions that can be, honestly, and also... I have to wonder what the representation with the lawyer or attorney responsibility is if Alexa's lawyer knew that this was a lie and still filed it. What does that mean?
Pissy that anyone has an opinion opposed to his.
True.
He's just being a whiny little brat.
Yeah, well, that's kind of Adam's whole thing, right?
Mean about him filing.
All right, if you want to watch the rest of the Adam video, it's on his channel. I think that's kind of
Orbiter, Nick DeOrio.
Oh my god,
Mr.
dude!
Oreo.
Wait, also I was 19, not 18. Bro, Adam doesn't even know his own age. He had to, dude, Adam had to fucking pin a comment clearing up his age from himself. When Ethan Klein posts this, it's malicious defamation. When Adam gets his own age wrong, it's totally accidental. That's so fucking funny, dude. Next week it'll be 20. It might as well have just happened. It was like this week. I think it's official. You're next door to Hasan in rent-free apartments in Ethan's mind. Bro, how do you not see this as anything other than parasocial to make this entire video about Ethan instead of Kat Tenbarge? I don't know. Falsely accusing someone of crime is a defamation in a defamation lawsuit is crazy. Is my mom in the chat iconic? Maybe if you're like a fucking loser. The way I said clock it as a 31-year-old straight man. You're in the wrong chat. Oh, wait, Adam's said that Ethan and Alexa were going to team up eventually, and he was right. I don't know. These guys just don't understand how like law firms work. It's extremely funny to watch them all like do this over and over again.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5.
How do we know that the mom isn't just lying? Well, I mean, is he going to have to testify this under oath? I would like to see that, dude. Are you going to testify? No, I didn't. I only, dude. He's gonna have to testify that he used a false ID to drink at 18 years old. That would be amazing. They're gonna fly this guy out so he could say "noi" in a court of law. That would be amazing. Ethan joins in with the Swifties. This is like another thing that I wanted to add right at the end of this fucking thing. Apparently, it would be a real shame if the Taylor Nation saw these. Hasan Piker, I was wrong with Taylor Swift. She is smoking hot, and all she needs is a guy's body. Have you ever considered becoming a lesbian with Hasan Piker? So he's trying to swing fucking Taylor Swift's audience. This is actually the most petty thing I've ever seen. That's amazing. I don't think they know about the Taylor Nation. He definitely means Swifties. No shot he knows that Taylor Nation is actually her official social team. As a Swiftie and former Hasan fan, I can say Hasan has always shifted opinions about her, and I would love for Swiftie Twitter to keep roasting him. Like, dude, don't piss off the Swifties. Dude, next we need to get the K-pop fans to attack fucking Hasan, dude. The K-pop fans have to come in. It's got to be like the Infinity Gauntlet with like niche communities. Petty King. This is true Petty King activities. Women should make misogynistic men cower in fear more often. What is this? Wait, what? I have no idea. Like, what is this? This is so valid because whenever you mention that you like Taylor Swift around guys, they become the most belittlingly arrogant, condescending people you've... Oh, I guess it's like a video of Hasan's. That's funny. All right, guys. That's your daily dose of EHD.